Chapter 28, Maniac Magee. The first book Grayson read cover to cover was The Little Engine That Could. It took almost an hour and the climax to a long evening of effort. At the end, the old man was sweating and exhausted. The kid's reaction surprised him. He didn't jump and yippee like he did after the first sentence. He just stayed in the far corner, seated on a stuffed and lumpy equipment bag. He kept his distance all during the reading, letting Grayson know that there would be no cheating. He had to do it on his own. Now he was just staring at Grayson, a small smile coming over his face. And now he was making a fist and clutching it towards Grayson, and he said, Amen. What's that? Amen. What's that for? Who prayed? I learned it in the church I used to go to. You don't have to wait for prayer. You just say it when somebody says something or does something you really like. He hopped off the bag, thrust both hands on the ceiling, and shouted, Amen. And suddenly the kid was hugging him, squeezing with a power you never suspected was in that little body unless you had seen him pull a baseball to the trees in dead center field. Okay, said Maniac, clapping his hand. What it'll be, I'll be the cook. Whatever you want. Maniac had a toaster oven now, the compliments of his whiskered friend. In fact, little by little, Grayson had brought a lot of things. A chest of drawers for his clothes, a space heater, a 2-foot refrigerator, hundreds of paper dishes and plastic utensils, blankets, a mat to sleep, which the kid ignored, preferring the chest protectors. In time, the place was homier than his own room at the Y. How about a corn muffin? Grayson choosing something easy on his bad teeth and aching gums. Maniac went to the bookcase that served as a pantry. One corn muffin coming up. Toasted? Yeah. Why not? Butter? Sure, butter. Yes. A corn muffin is a muffin that's made up basically of ground up corn. If you've ever had cornbread before, it's something pretty similar to that, the consistency of it. It's not made from wheat or what normally, like a yeast. It comes from corn. Something to drink with that, sir? Nah, muffin's enough. The apple juice is excellent, sir. It was a great year for apples. Live it up, thought Grayson. Yeah, okay. Apple juice. Coming right up, sir. And after the snack, the kid proved to himself as good a mind reader as a cook. Why don't you just stay overnight, he said. It's late. While he groused about to so preposterous an idea, the kid lay down to the mat he never used. Bulldogged him down to it, pulled off his shoes, and draped a blanket over him. He protested. This is supposed to be yours. The kid patted the chest protectors. I'm okay. And he knew that was the truth of it. The old man gave himself up willing to this exhaustion and drifted away like a lazy, sky-high fly ball. Something deep in his heart, unmeasured by his own consciousness, soared unburdened for the first time in 37 years, since the time he had so disgraced himself before the Mudhead Scout and named himself thereafter a failure. The blanket was there, but it was the boy's embrace that covered and warmed him. When somebody does something you really like, amen. The old man whispered into the cornmeal and baseball-scented darkness.